Hello my beautiful friends, it's me Helmz, and today's video is about the things you might want to know before coming here in the Philippines. Hello my beautiful friends, it's me Helmz, and today these are the things you might want to know just before coming here in the Philippines. As you all know, half of the Philippine population speak English and understands English. Also, the poverty here in the Philippines are very common. There's a lot of people living in slums or places that we call like the squatter areas. Also, people here think foreigners as rich people. When they come over here, they think that most foreigners are rich. Drivers here in the Philippines, oh my god, you don't want to hear this because Philippine driving is very, let's say, different from where you're coming from, especially in America. Most of the drivers here do not have a driver's license, or they were underage, or circumstances like situations like they would just pull over in front of you, flash their headlights and stuff like that. So that's why most of the time I do the driving myself. Pollution in the air from poorly maintained vehicles, and then lack of sanitary conditions on an open market like the one that we have in the area that we live in the rural area. Everyone has chickens, roosters that all make noises every now and then. Also, like the dogs earlier barking around, stuff like that. Good medical care here in the Philippines is not as good as the one that you have there in America, but the medicines here are 10 times cheaper than what other countries have, and they're also lacking of this over-the-counter drugs like the Tylenol, Pepto-Bismol, or Tums, for upset stomach. But I've seen Tums in SNR lately, and they have them there, so you're good with that. They make turkeys as pets.
Yeah, they don't eat them here.
Yeah, they don't eat them. Most of the household here have turkeys, like dogs and chickens and roosters, just like we do. But here they have turkeys, but we don't eat them the way you do there in America, because we don't do Thanksgiving. This one is very common if you're American or foreigner that loves to eat out. So say if you live in the rural areas in the Philippines, then you have lack of restaurants in the rural area, but in big cities, well, it's like available there all the time, like the McDonald's, Burger King, TGF, Fridays. So you have easy access to those. Our beef here is very different than it is there in America, because we use a different beef. I mean, I don't know what it is. Yeah, a different cow. So I don't know what it is, but it's really different. Our beef here and then your beef there is very different. And also, I want to point this out that customer service here in the Philippines is mostly non-existent. Like, oh my god, you have no idea how different it is. It's like day and night different. If you have something and you ask for it, you go to the customer service, then expect that they will just give you
a hard time.
Yeah, give you a hard time basically, and you won't get the same treatment like you do in America, like in some other countries also. And oh, by the way, if something happens to you, you're pretty much on your own. Like you have like the inability to sue person at fault. Like I don't wanna stress this out that we have a encounter way back years ago, but the thing is it's very different. As long as you don't get entangled with politics and religion here in the Philippines, then you're all set with that. Most Americans living here will pretty much ignore you, or the vast majority of Americans that live here in the Philippines are not friendly towards Americans. I don't know about that. Maybe 9 out of 10 Americans. I don't know. I mean, for some reason, they don't really, like associate with one another. So that's also one thing. And on the other hand, people here are very friendly, extra friendly. But if
keep
they
your hand in your pocket.
Yeah, just keep your hands on your pocket. If they want to borrow you, that means borrow some money from you. That means they want you to give them your money. Taxi fare here is incredibly cheap, especially if you're coming from New York or in America, say 45 kilometer, or how much is
About
that?
30 miles.
30 miles in distance. In the Philippines, it's around 600 pesos, but in America, it's like around 150 US dollars. Those are the things you might wanna consider knowing just before coming here in the Philippines, so you have an idea of what it's like here in the Philippines. And if you have any more questions, comment down below. If you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye!